All right, this is the next episode of True Wrestling Fan Discussions. Today's episode is the Elimination Chamber 2025 review. I'm your host, Mike.
I'm Frank, and I don't know if you're like me. 4 matches on this card, it felt like an in your house.
A little
I
bit,
mean,
yeah.
it's just ridiculous how he's got so many wrestlers on the roster, and yet hardly any of them get used. And the card is so small, it's to the point where you don't even want to watch it. Because honestly, I'll tell you this: 3.5 hours for 4 matches and a segment with Rock One and Cody Soul. I mean, we could have added a few more matches to just make this a little bit more entertaining. I'm not saying the Elimination Chamber matches were bad.
Yeah, well,
I'm
those
just
matches
saying that.
they have to be long, I guess. So then the story with The Rock and
Oh,
Cody and
no
all that.
doubt.
So
But
yeah,
you've
but I know what you're
given
saying.
you've given Gunther a free ride all the way from December to now to WrestleMania. Nobody else is defending any title whatsoever. I mean, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Then why even have it? You could have just did this on Monday Night Raw. But anyway, let's get to it. You had Michael Cole, Wade Barrett, Pat McAfee doing the commentating in Toronto. Opening match was the Women's Elimination Chamber match, where the winner will face either Rhea Ripley or Io Sky at WrestleMania. They have their title match on Raw this Monday. Alexa Bliss was the first to come out. Now it's the first four that come out for some people that don't know. First four come out, go into the pods. The last two that enter the ring will start the match. And then every 5 minutes thereafter, somebody else will randomly come in. So you had Alexa Bliss come out, Roxanne Perez, Bayley, and Bianca Belair. So starting the match would be Liv Morgan and Naomi. No, not so much, because the minute the match was about to start, Jade Cargill comes down,
Damn
and
it.
you could tell she was healed. I felt like a Sid Justice moment here. She started wearing the black.
Liv looked scared though at first, thinking
Liv
that
was
she was.
pissing her pants
Yeah.
because supposedly Liv and Raquel Rodriguez were on camera the night that Jade supposedly got run over.
Oh,
So it
she did
looked,
it. She did it for The Rock.
oh Lord, no, too many people doing things for The Rock right now. But she came in there like a house of
Hmm.
fire. Liv just thought it was the end of her, and then she goes and attacks Naomi.
Hmm.
And Bianca's sitting there in the chamber screaming and crying for her friend because she
Throw the
can't get
towel.
out.
Throw the towel.
Oh man, this was insane. And so Naomi is unable to compete in the elimination chamber, so she's eliminated by
Damn
somebody
it.
that's not even in the match.
Yeah.
I honestly thought we might see this later on in the men's match too, something to this effect,
Oh yeah.
but thank God it didn't happen. So Naomi's already out. Liv Morgan's just prancing around the ring. Yeah, of course, because she didn't get her ass kicked. At least not yet. Next woman to enter the chamber was Bianca Belair. And she was like a house of fire as she goes and was whooping on Liv. Following her came the prodigy, Roxanne Perez. And then following her, Bayley, and then Alexa Bliss. Now, we already know Naomi was the first elimination. The next one after that was Bayley by Liv Morgan, who hit Oblivion on her and got the pinfall. Roxanne Perez went out next, which I thought she would actually stay a little longer, considering she just broke the Rumble record. And she's not really even on the SmackDown roster. She's technically still in NXT. So I guess they'll make it official after WrestleMania. Alexa Bliss took her out with Twisted Bliss. Alexa Bliss went out next to Liv Morgan with the roll up, and then following that, it came down to Bianca and Liv, both co-holders of a tag team title. One of them's going to WrestleMania for the women's world title, and it'll be Bianca Belair as she hit KOD on Liv Morgan and got the pinfall. When she was at the rampway, well, the entranceway, I should say, they didn't have the ramp on this one. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky both came out. Didn't look intimidating to me. Seen this match before, didn't care to see it again. I thought it would have been nice to shake things up a bit, but it's just going to be the same old people doing the same old shtick, unfortunately. So, following that match, they showed what led up to the upcoming match, which was a tag team match. It was Tiffany Stratton, the Women's World WWE Women's Champion, and Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. You know, Candice LeRae has had more pay-per-view appearances than her husband, Johnny Gargano.
I know that.
That's not good. Because the last time we saw Gargano on pay-per-view before, besides, even if the Rumble, was a year ago on the tag team title match at WrestleMania. So again, this is what I was talking about as far as people not being utilized on pay-per-views. But yet we get to see Nia Jax. Now the match itself was all right. You had Trishy time and Tiffy time here. Now Tiffany Stratton's going to face Charlotte at WrestleMania. I thought it would have been a little bit more interesting if they put Charlotte to team with Nia in this match, but I guess they were afraid of injuries or whatever the case.
Yeah, they probably just want to keep them separated until the
that is the one match I'm looking forward to because that is a first time match that we're going to see, not something that's been recycled WrestleMania after WrestleMania. But this match didn't disappoint. Tiffany Stratton is a very, very athletic individual. Trish Stratus also didn't lose any momentum for the time that she's been gone. Stratton hit the prettiest moonsault ever on Nia Jax, got the victory. So the protege has outdone the teacher, and she's now moving on to probably lose the title to Charlotte Flair because, hey, that's what happens in WWE. Charlotte comes back after a year, #1 contender. Following that, a video package on The Rock, like we really needed one on the man. I mean, geez. Plus a video of what led up to, and I loved it, and they should have saved this for WrestleMania, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Now, Owens is despising anybody that is helping the bloodline or the old bloodline. He's gone to war with them for 4 years, and it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, no, he does. He does have a point.
Yeah, Cody all of a sudden turned to help him. Which, by the way, I'm making a bold prediction with Cody and Roman. I'll leave that till later. Then Kevin Owens sees Sami Zayn helping Roman in the Rumble, but his match where Cody practically killed him at the Rumble, Sami stood by. So he has some.
You got a gripe, yeah.
He's got some points there. But this match didn't disappoint. Again, these two. I mean, it's either they're teaming together or they're fighting together. It's just, but this was an amazing match. The chair with the barbed wire wrapped around it was interesting. Double tables. Sammy going through that. I mean, they're fighting up in the crowd. Sammy puts Kevin Owens through 2 tables out there. The officials come in to try to stop this match because it's an unsanctioned match. Okay, if it's unsanctioned, stay the hell out of there. He's not going to stop the fight. If it's sanctioned, then you guys can come in and ring the bell. You guys can't do anything here. So I don't even know why they're down there.
Yeah, it's just I'm trying to make sense of it.
I know. KO doing everything. He threw 2 or 3 power bombs on the apron to Sammy, and Owens gets the victory here against Sammy. Finally. Now, what made this even more interesting is after he left, he comes back down to the ring, goes through the security. You hear Randy Orton's theme, and he has returned. The first guy that went out at the hands of Kevin Owens with all of this. And man, did he look good. And he came down there, and they went at it. And a nice little RKO on Owens. So we know something's going to transpire come WrestleMania between these two. But, Owens won the battle, but ultimately lost the war when it came to Randy Orton coming down. And then Orton RKO'd all the security because you knew that was going to happen. Because when they all left, one was told, no, get back in there. And then he got RKO'd.
So you go.
So, next match on the card was actually an action-packed full match. And this is actually the main event. And fourth match, main event. Elimination Chamber match for the men's. Winner goes on to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. You had Logan Paul, Damian Priest, CM Punk, and John Cena. The only guy not to have to qualify for this, which kind of ticked me off because it was just handed to him. And I think it was Michael Cole or Wade Barrett that said, well, if you're in here for 21 years, you're owed it.
Well,
no, you're not.
Well, it was what was best for business, according to Cena. He says, what's best for business is him going to headline WrestleMania.
Yeah, when's this tour end? I can't wait. I mean, if you're just going to be handed everything and not fight for
pulling a Hogan, he's basically pulling a Hogan right now.
Yes, he is.
But it's working though because we'll get into what happens.
Yes, we will. Now this match starts off with Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins, last year's WrestleMania match for the World Heavyweight title. This match really didn't disappoint. It had a lot of star power in it.
Oh yeah.
In next was Damian Priest. Logan Paul in at number 4, number 5, John Cena, which I honestly thought he was going to be last, and then of course CM Punk came in last.
Mm-hmm.
Now, first elimination was Drew McIntyre, so you know he's going to go to SmackDown and cry about it. By Damian Priest, it was a roll up.
Drew's going nowhere fast.
Those two are slated to face each other at WrestleMania.
Damian's not too far behind. You'll get to his.
Unfortunately, no.
They're just,
something happened at the Rumble between the two that McIntyre was pissed off that when he left, and in regards to Damian Priest, and now this. So I have a feeling that these two are going to lock up at WrestleMania. Priest was the next one out at the hands of Logan Paul.
Just jobbing him out. They're just jobbing out. Damian was the champion. Now he's just getting jobbed out.
Yeah.
For them to recycle.
The Super Frog Splash he hit off the top of the chamber. Next out was Logan Paul, who I have a feeling is going to face CM Punk at WrestleMania, and I'm not happy about that whatsoever.
No. CM Punk's boyhood dream is no more.
Shot. Yeah, go to sleep on Logan Paul. CM Punk eliminates him. Seth Rollins was the next to go out by CM Punk with attitude adjustment from Cena and a go to sleep from Punk.
Right.
So it came down to Punk and Cena.
They had that spot where they had the spot earlier too, right? Where they were gonna like shake hands, but
they shook hands and then they beat the crap out of each other, and then this time it was a hug.
Right.
Because really the nostalgia set in for wrestling fans because we haven't seen this in 13 years.
Right, yeah.
This rivalry between
that was such a great feud, man.
It was
Cena with the pipe bomb, Cena going in. I'm sorry, Punk with the pipe bomb.
Yeah.
Punk going into Chicago, right? That's where he went in with. You didn't know if he was going to leave the company or not. He
won the title and left with it.
And left with the title. Yeah, it was cool stuff.
Not to mention, the old rivalry between Cena and Rollins, came up here.
Yeah,
that we hadn't seen in quite a number of years, and then of course.
But I felt like Rollins was kind of the odd man out, though.
He was, and one of the original stories I read was that Roman was supposed to come back at the Chamber and cost Rollins his spot in there, leading up to their match. At WrestleMania, but now it's more and more either Punk's going to face Logan Paul or Punk's going to face Rollins, and I say that because of what Rollins did before he left the Chamber, and that's curb stomp CM Punk.
Right, because he gets he's eliminated, and then he curb stomps him. Damn it!
Here's one.
You saw Cena. Cena saw it too, though. Cena saw what happened.
Yes, and remember, Cena has always said he would never kick a man when he's down.
Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. No.
There is this first sign. If you go back,
he choked him out.
To what happened to what Cena does later on.
In the evening. Mm-hmm.
You see it right here as he puts the STFU on Punk, and Punk just goes to nighty night.
He was already finished.
Yeah, unfortunately, because I wanted to see Punk versus Rhodes. Give CM Punk a WrestleMania moment. If he never gets it, his WrestleMania moment to me is going to be when he faced the Undertaker. And that was after his title reign that The Rock.
They better hope that this guy
back to be number one contender.
They better hope that Punk doesn't get hurt again, and that he's able to actually get to a WrestleMania, like the next couple of WrestleManias, and get a main event. Because if not, it's a blown opportunity.
It is
to keep procrastinating. Okay, last year, he got hurt. But you couldn't avoid it. But this year,
they should have given it to him.
Yeah.
Even if it's a triple threat match.
No, 1-on-1.
Well, we can't do that anymore because of what happened.
No.
You start thinking about these things as you're watching this.
Right.
But see, now John Cena wins. Whoop-de-doo. Out comes Cody Rhodes. Now he goes, they're shaking each other's hand. John Cena is doing the whole kiss-ass shtick.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, here comes the final boss. The boss. With, and I don't even know why he was... And Travis Scott is coming out with
I don't know what the hell he was doing there. I have no idea, no clue what the hell he ruined. To me, he ruined this segment.
Did. He's walking out with that belt like he was going to defend it.
What is this guy doing here? I know that he's probably going to perform or maybe even wrestle. Whatever's going on.
He did the song for WrestleMania.
Okay, yeah, but either way,
but still, they come out at WrestleMania.
They come out at WrestleMania. Up until this point, I thought this Rock thing was so stupid about I want your soul.
Nobody like Mortal Kombat over here.
Nobody knew where the hell it was going. We were like, this is terrible. What the hell are they doing? And
us older fans, we were like, he wants his soul, which means he wants a corporate champion. He wants him to be his boy. He wants to take everything and be he wants to own it.
Right, but what I'm saying is that nobody knew where are they going with the storyline. This is stupid. But now we find out where they actually were going with it.
Oh, we know where it was going. I had a feeling that that Cody was not going to sell out, and I remember
No, I
hearing.
know, but the point I'm trying to make is that the whole Cena element, nobody saw that coming. Like
Oh,
once you
that
see
no,
them in the ring now, yeah. But I'm saying prior to this,
yeah,
what's the end game?
I exactly. Now Cena being in the ring, my first reaction is okay. Now we're going to find out: am I going to face a heel Cody or a babyface Cody? Or if Cody sells
Right.
out, am I going to get a 2-on-1 beatdown at this point? Now, if you go back a week and everything that Seth Rollins told Cody Rhodes on SmackDown and what CM Punk told him on Raw, they made ample points. And Rollins told him, and the one thing I'll never forget, he said, "Don't make me regret what I did for you and what it cost me to give you the WWE title. Because if it's holding heavy on your shoulder, brother, I could take that from you." And I thought that was, cool to try to get into his head as far as what are you thinking? Should you do this? Well, when Cody said that his soul was already gone as it was given to the fans, I would have thought his family, but okay. And when he said, "Rock, go F yourself," and they didn't bleep
They
it.
didn't believe it either, which is
Well, they
surprising.
shouldn't on a pay-per-view. Come on.
No, but I'm just saying we're in a different generation now, so it's still surprising.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe they didn't think he was going to say it. I don't know.
Could be, but
But when he said that, and Cena's doing his whole little shtick back there, when he hugged Cody,
then
and
you
that
saw the
smile
look.
went to a frown, and you see
Oh
Rock.
no, Bash at the Beach. Oh no.
That's what I've seen a lot on social media. What was the biggest turn? Cena doing this or the NW or Hogan?
No, it's the NWO. Come on, it's not even close.
Yeah,
It's not even
exactly.
close. But
I know. We all know
yeah.
that. But he kicks him in the groin.
Damn it.
And John Cena
Damn
has
it.
done what we've all been waiting for
Damn it.
20 years.
Yeah, we
A heel turn.
It's just kind of too late. Okay, better late than never, I guess. But this would have been much
No,
better if
it's
it
too
happened.
late.
If it would have been much better if it happened sooner. But I guess, all right. You know what the funny thing is that he's actually once Cena came back, the fans were kind of behind him because it was like nostalgic. Like, okay, this is Cena's last run. You know, he wasn't getting the John Cena sucks. Like, really,
No, he
like
didn't.
people were
Not even when he
behind
went
him.
to the Rumble,
And
nothing.
then he turns heel. He turns heel.
Now we got to wonder.
And then Travis Scott is hitting him, and The Rock's hitting him.
Yeah, Travis Scott, they
He hit
actually
him for-
said he hit him,
They hit him
hard.
for He's not trained. The kid is not
Well,
trained
then
to.
actually, no, I just read a little while ago that he has been
Right, but
training for a
But he's
future
not.
match.
He's not really trained. Is
No,
my
he's not really
point.
trained.
Not for years, and
No, he's not.
they just beat the dog crap out of poor Cody, and they left him there.
To see Rock and Cena side by side like that
Right.
is weird. Now, all right, here's my prediction. What I said earlier when I mentioned Roman Reigns. Remember last year what they did at night 1, night 2.
Oh, you think it's tag team?
What are the odds we're going to get this again? We're
Oh,
going to get Roman and Cody versus Rock and Cena, night 1. Night 2, Cody, Cena, Rock, Roman. What are the odds we get this? At least some rendition of that. The tag team match, I think, was probably more possible.
I don't know. At some point, it has to lead to Roman and Rock. I don't know if that's at SummerSlam, but at some point,
This has to be Mania. These two, it just has to be. You can't put this on SummerSlam. It's just not going to feel the same.
I don't know, but I mean, either way, we could speculate for hours, but this was
we
a
got
good.
40 something days to find out.
Yeah, but this was a good swerve. Like it came out of nowhere. I thought they did a good job.
It did, and shame on us. For years, we've seen stuff like this go down, and we just didn't spot it until the hug.
Yeah, but it's really out of left field.
It was,
especially if prior to this, like I was saying, we had no clue what the end game of this was. Like everyone was dumping on this storyline. Oh, The Rock, what a terrible promo, the soul and everything. And I thought it was garbage. And then when we see where it went, I'm like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. That's good storytelling. And credit to, I don't like to give credit to the guy, but I guess I got to give some credit to Triple H because he's the one who finally got him to turn heel.
Yeah, even though he didn't know that any of this on SmackDown a week ago was going to happen with Rock coming out and they had to rewrite
supposedly,
the whole thing.
I don't know. Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know. Triple H had to have known, right? I don't think The Rock just showed
well,
up.
The heel turn was only known by 3 people. Triple H was one of them. It was Triple H, Rock, and one other
No,
person
no, I mean the
that
Rock
knew
showing
that he
up.
was going to. Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know. I
yeah. Who
mean,
knows?
he is the
I
actual
think he knew.
boss,
I
so
think
you
he.
never know.
No, I'm going to tell you what I think happened. He knew, but he just didn't tell anybody, just to avoid a leak. And then that's why the writers found out
I
at the
hope
last
so
minute.
because if he constantly
Yeah, I don't think
goes,
so. I don't think
if
that
he constantly is going to go behind his back, then you're showing the man that's booking your shows no respect.
he doesn't care though.
And I
He's
know
like part of the
TKO's.
committee, right? He's part of he's on the board, isn't he?
Technically, he has the most shares, which puts him as technically the boss. But he passes it to Ari Emanuel. But
Yeah, but
he
Ari don't give a damn about like
Ari, as long as Ari's making money,
he's
he's not going to
right.
care.
He's not. But anyway,
Yeah, he's just
yeah,
if it's entertaining and makes money, let's do it.
right. But this overall, I thought it was a good pay per view. I thought it was entertaining.
It was 3.5 hours for 4 matches in this
Yeah,
segment. I just wish there could have been more on
yeah,
there
you could have. I agree.
because every pay per view, it seems like lately, with the exception of WrestleMania, it becomes an
Yeah,
in your house, and it's just like, man, you got all this talent. Start
yeah,
showing it off, man. Let's get these matches out. I know he said that if the feud makes sense and it's red hot, he'll put it on the pay per view.
right.
Then you got a lot of feuds going on Raw and SmackDown that you could be putting out here that we could be seeing, and
Yeah,
that we're just not. And I also thought Aleister Black might make his return tonight on this event since he was released of AEW. But I did, from what I'm hearing or reading, and I don't believe it until I see it myself, that it's imminent
hmm.
his return, possibly this week, maybe next week. So because him in a Finn Balor match for the right of the whole Judgment Day thing could be the his opening.
Right.
I was
All right.
really hoping to see him last night.
Well, he's still around. He
Very,
can get fired.
very,
So
very talented guy.
yeah, yeah.
Very, very underrated too.
All right. Well, that's our review. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. See you guys soon.
Take care.